What's up, YouTube? Roger Ratchet coming back at you again. Today, we're going to be working on a 2015 Chevy Malibu. So, it's not my favorite job, but let's get started on it, shall we? First off, we're going to need a T15 Torx bit. And what we're going to be doing with this Torx bit is we're going to be coming inside the wheel well right here. We've got 3 screws right here we need to take out. Now, I'm not sure if this will fit in here or not. Yeah, we got it in there. 1, 2, in there. And 3. Now, after we get that out, we can pull this back and expose a bolt right here. I'm not sure if you can see this, but we need to take this bolt out. It is a 7mm. So let's see if we can get this up in here on this bolt. If I can get this pulled back out again. Now it looks like we're going to have to use a ratchet on her, guys. And since I'm using a ratchet, I'm going to go ahead and put a short extension on it. Well, it's hard to get the wrench up in there and be able to see at the same time, so this bolt you'll probably have to feel for it to get the socket on there. Cut that bolt out. Now, we'll take our tools to the other side and do the same thing over there. Normally, I would go underneath the car and undo the fasteners. This car, instead of having screws holding the bottom on, it's got the plastic retaining clips. Now, when this car was hit, it pushed in on the bottom and broke the clips out, so we don't have to crawl under there to take them out, but we will be putting new clips in. So, since we don't have that step, our next step is come up here and take these stop bolts out. 1, 2. I don't think we need to take that one out. 3, 4, 5, and 6. Now, it would be nice if that's all we had to take out to pull this off, but unfortunately we have these push clips in here we got to take out. The plastic retainers. But it's real easy if you have one of these tools, but as I've said before, you don't have to have one. You can simply use just a regular screwdriver. It does the same job, just you got to be careful to not ruin the top of your clip. Now, with those out, we should be able to pull up, and that should be loose. Pull this out over here on this side. Same thing as the Fusion, guys. You just pull straight out, and we simply lay it down real gentle. I swear it's not as hard as it looks. So all we have to do is to lift it back up in place. And we get our screws. And our T15 Torx bit. And we just start putting screws back in where they belong. And again, you don't want to tighten these down just yet. You just want to put them in there just to hold it in place. And this one, guys, remember this hole is for the push, the little plastic retainer. It doesn't get a screw. And Come over here to this side and we do the same thing, just get our screws started. And this is not going to be the final resting place for this top. So right now we are not going to tighten these screws down. We are just simply putting them in to hold our clip in place. Now all of those are in, none of them are tightened down. Now what we're going to do is we're going to start putting it back together. Now, if you've seen the video on the Fusion, the Chevy is the same way. Make sure our plastic doesn't get pinched in there. You just raise this up, line it up with your fender, and you just simply tap it in. And now we get our little bolt. We'll lay these screws here. And we go back up in here and reassemble our bolt. Well, let me get it started by finger first. It's the smartest thing to do in a tight spot. How about we have our camera person start the car and turn the wheel inward to the right. And I'll show you that it doesn't have to be this hard on this bolt. That's good. You can shut it off. Now, with that done, boy, look at the room we just created there. And I'll tell you what. We'll get this right there. We'll put it on the and get right there. And now, it's already there halfway in, so you see what difference just a little bit. Now, get right on it. And it's tight. Now, get my cheek equal to that. Put it back. Before you get in the hole. Everything else, tighten all down, as you're putting in. Put them on loose, and after you get them on loose, then you go back and tighten down. Because that way, if one doesn't line up, you have enough wiggle room. You get the wheel up. There's two. There's three. This side's done. Now get your side and do it. One side. One side. Right there. Right there. Now do that. Put it over here. And put it on this. Get it. Now down. Put it back. Now down. It's right. Put it. Put it. So, right there. Put it. Put it. Put it. Right there. Good. Put it. Put it. Put it. You can make it. Yes, that. This right here. You know. I am going to use a ratchet and get my other socket set. And these bits, guys, if you use a 1/4-inch socket on a ratchet, it fits these bits perfect. So when you're in a tight spot, you can always just use a small 1/4-inch ratchet with a 1/4-inch socket and get right into that tight spot. There. Put back together, and it wasn't that hard. But as I said before, we didn't have to take the retainers off the bottom because when the car was hit, those were broke out. So we have to put new retainers in there. And I always keep such an assortment one hand. So I've already previously checked the holes and know which one of these fits. So we will just take some new fasteners under there and fasten our front clip onto our cross member. And I didn't count holes when I was under there, so I'm just taking 6 of these with me. So, we come under here. Like anything else.